All right, testing, 1, 2, 3. Alrighty, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to OGRL Thursday Night Thunder Truck Series. We are here at Watkins Glen. Trucks are piling onto the track as we speak to lay down these qualifying times. It's going to take a little over a minute for them to get around this track to start their first initial time. Oh, and actually, we're doing an open qualifying session, so that's pretty neat. Be very interesting on how clean this is. Let's go ahead and pull up a track map here. You can see where all your favorite drivers are on the track as we go around for qualifying. Lap number 1. See James Santoyo making his way around. A little bit slow going around that final turn. That's right, the Glen. The wonderful, wonderful Glen. The track where you find out that your car actually, or your truck, actually turns right, not just left. May come to a shock for some people here tonight that, oh my gosh, I can turn right. It's also a track where you better know how to shift. And you better know when to shift, because if you shift too early, be wheel hopping those curbs and getting that thing loose and spinning around. Or like Ramsdale vlog say, where he flipped back there on the chicane, or well, the bus stop. So far, Mark Bolton, the only one to put down a time. Andrew Lemke's gonna put down a time as well now. Let's get the tower up over here so you can see those times. Santoyo's gonna put down the top time, actually, so far. Oh, get a little loose. See that right there? That just goes to show the shifting is a big, big deal, especially turn one. Coming down that hill, hitting that 90-degree turn. That shifting plays a big, big role there. It looks like... So you should come back out. We still have 11 minutes here qualifying. You can get about 3 or 4 more laps. 5 more laps down, possibly. Yeah, to flip and finish an 8th out of 38 trucks is a pretty big feat. Ty Trafford gonna put down 3:59 behind Santoyo. So Santoyo holding that top spot still, even after losing control of the car off of turn one. Gonna make his way to the bus stop. Ty Trafford from good old Fort Worth. Got any Texas people in the crowd? Who's driving the 22? James Sawyer. From Elkhart, Indiana. Posting a 10th place qualifying lap right now. So far, anyway. Got Scott Carlson from Wayne, Pennsylvania. Brandon Cowell in that Best Buy number 85 Chevy. He's sitting right there in 4th so far. Bradley Lemons in the 29 Ford. Nice to see a mix of manufacturers here tonight. Chevy does dominate. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 Chevys on the track here tonight. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 Fords. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Toyotas. That's not a shocker right there. Everybody loves Chevy. Good old American made. Then Fords, you find those on the road dead. Or flipped over reverse directions. Just like that? That's, oh wait, nope, that was not him. That blew the engine. Okay. I thought it was a Toyota. The Toyota, somebody blew an engine. I think it was it. Was it the 29? I swear, I heard an engine blow. I don't know where it was, but I'm pretty sure it might be the 29. No, the 29's still going. Huh, that's weird. All right, Ty is... Oh, Scott Sawyer you're talking about. Okay. James Sawyer is in here. Right there in the 22. But a little over 6 minutes to go here. Seeing some pretty good times, but Anthony Prop's gonna take over the top spot so far. He is actually parked right now, so apparently he is pretty set where he wants to be. Michael Dione. Let me look real quick and... Okay, Dione. Okay. I had to look how to pronounce his name. Michael Dione, the league owner here at Old Guys Racing League. He's going to have the third spot taken over here. James Santoyo back out on the track. He wants that top spot, so he's going to put down some more laps. We got 5.5 minutes remaining, so might as well try it. I could never put down a solid lap here. I shouldn't say that. I could put down solid laps, but man, time after time after time, like this track, it just becomes so difficult after so many laps of going around it. It's not like an oval where it's just like repetition, repetition. Each corner is so different. Each corner applies different amounts of throttle, braking, downshifting, knowing when to upshift, knowing where your braking zones are. So definitely going to be an interesting and fun night here. We're going to step aside real quick. We're going to see if James Santoyo can take that top spot. Not very many guys on the track. We'll be right back. Oh boy, we are back. But I don't know about you guys, but my house has already unthawed Kelly Clarkson. Or not Kelly Clarkson, but whatever that lady's name is that sings that song from Christmas. Mariah Carey. Yeah. She's done unthawing in this house. The tree's already up. And the kids are like, Dad, what are we gonna decorate? We gonna decorate? Nope, I got a broadcast. Kids, I race on Monday, broadcast on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Maybe this weekend we'll do it. Secretly, I act like I'm mad. But I just want to decorate. But so far, Santoyo cannot beat Anthony Probst. Still 0.7 of a second behind. Probst, not even on the track, still defending that lead strong. But Santoyo definitely going to try. Is this the lap that he's going to get it done? This has to be it. No mistakes. He's going to execute these last two turns perfectly. So far, so good. Can he get it? Oh, no! A little bit of a wiggle. He doesn't get it. He's not going to get it. He's going to start next to Anthony Probst. I mean, even if he got it, he'd still start next to him. Just a matter of which side, the inside or the outside. We all know after watching Kyle Larson and his teammate Chase Elliott a couple of years ago, the inside line, the right side, I guess, is the best line to be at on this track. But really, though, hope these guys are ready for the giant pile-up that's going to happen on turn 1. There's always somebody in the back of the pack that's going to drive it in so much deeper than people in the front, and it's just going to be a rear end after rear end after rear end. A bunch of ass kissing. Alright, well, that about does it here for qualifying. It is now over time to take a look at tonight's starting grid. And while we do that, let's go ahead and talk to... Let's get Ty in here. What's up, Ty? It's Chris in the booth. You got me, Ben? What's up, buddy? So, how was qualifying?
Just ridiculously fast.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting a community qualifying. I thought it was going to be individual, but I mean, did it make it harder? I mean, or did it just feel like it was a race already?
I mean, yes and no. Like when you're by yourself, you ain't got to worry about someone else wrecking to slow you down. It's just you out there on the track. But also with open, you can kind of catch someone's draft, kind of help you speed up too. So.
Now I see you're starting in the 20th position. Where to you is the most ideal? Is that the most ideal spot to start in? Did you want to start back there?
I'm good with starting back in the 20th. Just, I haven't raced with these guys in a while, so I don't know how bad it's going to be on that first turn. Glen is not a fun track. Everybody wants to dive, bomb in on that first turn.
Right, yep. Anyway, I guess we're getting onto the grid, so good luck, and maybe we'll be talking to you later tonight.
Alright.
Alright, sorry about that. I kind of forgot to unmute him right as he jumped in here. So, kind of missed the initial part of that interview, but we caught the most of it, and that's all that matters. So, starting grid is out. We've got a full lap before we go green here. So, we can ramble off the starting grid at a nice steady pace. So, starting on the pole position is Anthony Probst in that number 91 machine on the inside row. James Santoya going to start on his outside in second place. And then a little bit back further, we've got Brandon Cowell and Michael Dione in the 223 machine. Behind them, we got Andrew Lemke and Bradley Lovings, who's not gridded up yet. Yeah, he is not there yet. So, we got a few guys that are not up, but back behind, we got the number 30 of Dale Weiser. Then we got Mark Bolton, not gridded up yet. And then in ninth position, we got Rick Modric and Michael Champlain next to him in the 10th position. Number 520 of Michael Champlain. And then behind them in row 6, we got Rob Evans and Scott Carlson starting in 12th on the outside. And then we go a little bit further back. We've got Chad Waller and Nicholas Matcham in the 14th position. Looks like we're going to get ready to go in. Alright, everyone's gridded up finally. In row 8, we got Clyde Comfort and Richard Wicks. In row 9, we got Eric Martinu and Stan Mayberry. In row 10, we got Orlando Rivera and Ty Trafford, who we heard here earlier. They're in the 82 Toyota. In row 11, we got Fernando Sanchez and James Sawyer. In row 12, we got Clark Wolf and Brenta Buffett. Man, if I am slaughtering people's names, just let me know how to pronounce it. In row 13, we got Eric Hennig and Jason Hall. In row 14, we got Walter Hennig and Sean Williams. And then rounding out 29th, we've got Jared Vargo. Although, I'm not sure... Oh, I don't think Jared and Mark... Where did Mark start? I thought I said his name earlier. Maybe they have a start from pit. Yeah, Mark Bolton and Jared Vargo, I think, have start from pits for tonight's race, it looks like. Or they just completely missed the start, but we are coming around turns 7 and 8. Ready to take the green flag here tonight. Are we ready to go racing, everybody? Here we go. I don't want a lot for Christmas. Alright, and green flag is out. We are here to go racing. Boogity boot. Nope, I can't do that. I get in trouble. Cease and desist. Alrighty. Anthony Probst making it through the S's. Oh, get a little wiggly right there. That's going to allow James Santoya to pounce on him and get a little bit closer. Probst making a slight mistake coming out of the S's. That's going to allow the 8 of James Santoya to kind of close that gap that he had already made. But Anthony ready to get moving back out in front. He's working on trying to keep James at bay, but it's kind of iffy. But those two quickly have run away from the rest of the field. Brandon Cowell back here, almost a second behind at this point. Alright, everybody getting through on lap 1, no incidents yet. Pretty sure there won't be any cautions thrown unless there is a big enough wreck that congests the track. The S's are really good at that happening, so we'll be watchful. Oh, we do have a car around. Let's go back and see what happened there. Going down into turn 1, locking up, trying to stay off of the bumper of the guy in front of him. He does. Good job there. So far, so good. Nothing else major happening. A few trucks off track. Looks like Eric Hennig having trouble. Got a few passes being made. Got a battle going on here for 19th. Stan Mayberry trying to complete the pass. Or Walter Hennig trying to complete the pass on Stan Mayberry. Got it mixed up there. Walter gonna get that. So we're not really seeing any separation quite yet. Oh my, Michael Dione coming down pit road. I wonder, is this a scheduled stop? Oh, we got a few trucks around, but they're gonna get going. We've got one that's just busted to hell. Here comes Ty Trafford. A little bit of damage on the front right of him. Don't know where he's accumulated that from. Man. James Santoya having issues. I'm not sure. Did he didn't crash. He just... Oh, he did. He went off track. Oh, boy. Let's go back and take a look at that. What happened here? James Santoya going off track. Oh, that's coming around turn 6. No, that's not turn 6. That's going into the S's. So, Anthony Probst out to a comfortable 7-second lead. I've seen this all too many times, guys, that the truck that usually leads this race by this much is definitely going to win. Unless he has trouble. So everyone else hoping for him to have some trouble here, or a bad pit stop, a speeding penalty on pit road, you know, just washing out on one of the corners, making a mistake. Still a little bit too early to tell, but we're still going. Just let everybody know, if my mic does cut out, it's meaning that I am taking my medicine. I am a diabetic and I have to take shots. So if my mic does cut out, I'll probably miss it for a few minutes, but I've got to take that medicine. Just a fair warning. Don't want anyone to think that I'm just taking a nap or whatever. Or I'm getting a drink of water. But so far we're watching Anthony Props put down one heck of a show here. There's that gap. That gap is the whole bus stop, guys. Dakota Ramsdale having some throwback memories here of this turn. There's the 82 of Ty Trafford looking for him. Still working with that damage. So now we see as the track starts to spread apart on the whole track. It sounded again like an engine blowing on the track here. Is that the 13? 13 is not on track anymore. Let's go see what happened here. And there it is, Jason Hall having issues. Oh, I'm just gonna smack. Yep, and there goes the engine, it sounds like. I don't know why it's making that sound, but they're. Oh, yep. He was driving away. I don't know why it makes that sound. It sounds like an engine blowing, but. Who knows? So a little bit of news in the iRacing world. I did see today that the rain is on its way to iRacing. So definitely going to be very interesting, to say the least, when we do get that rain. Clark Wolf having issues going into the bus stop. Let's see what happened. So what's the first track you're going to race on with the rain? I'm picking Talladega and the trucks. So it'd be pretty cool hosting league races that get quote unquote rained out. Haha. Or league races on road courses like here at the Glen. You know, imagine having some rain in here right now, what that broadcast is going to look like and what it's going to feel like to drive in. Oh man, I can imagine turn one's gonna be a nightmare in the rain. I think my favorite track, actually, and a serious note, to ride in the rain on would be Sonoma. Sonoma is my all-time favorite road course. I grew up in that area while my dad was in the Navy and went there almost every single summer. Definitely one of my favorite tracks. But man, Anthony Probst. Almost 9 seconds ahead of second place. You know what, we're gonna go ahead and switch to the tower so we can just watch these times so you guys can see what it's like. Make sure I switch it to lap times, or laps instead of time. I don't know why the camera flipped to there, but somebody's on pit road. I'm not sure what iRacing was doing there, but that's the 19. Oh, and James Santoya gonna have a 10 spot drop back to 12th. Something definitely going wrong with that car here tonight. Oh, look at that. And we got to catch a spin out live this time. The 609 truck having issues back there. Looks like the 166 was a little bit part of that, but I don't think any contact was made. Doesn't look like it on that truck. Coming out of that bus stop, the 4 of Richard Wicks having an issue. So I don't think that truck is supposed to be the 166. I think it's the 66. Chad Waller, Orlando Rivera, who we thought was going to win last week's race, but didn't make it. Oh, the 609 again having some issues. Oh, a little bit too much in the grass, and that's gonna hurt. Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. Richard Wicks hard into the wall out of the bus stop, and that definitely shifted that wheel in a little bit. Some major issues for the 4. That wheel just got punched right into the truck. I knew as soon as he hit that grass that it was going to end in a bad situation. Here we go, entering turn 8. It's a group of 3. They're going to enter good, come out good. The 8 and the 72 exchanging a little paint back there. So we should be seeing green flag pit stops here before long. I don't know when that pit window really opens. Ooh, we got some door banging. That's not good. Oh, stay off the track. A lot of paint being traded out there. I say don't back up too much. 74, Clark Wolf having an issue on turn 1, and he is just gonna sit there. Almost got annihilated by whoever that was. I think it was a 19. 19 almost taking him out. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I am back. I'm sorry about that, guys, but I had to take it. Sugar was getting pretty high. But we are alive, we are back, and we're still alive. Alive and live. Alright, but anyway. Hopefully some good action was happening. Looks like pit stops are starting to cycle through. Anthony Probst on pit road. Let's see if he had a big enough lead to come out on top. Going to be pretty interesting. And it looks like he is probably going to cycle back around into the top position. James Santoyo up there in third right now, but he's going to have to make a final pit stop before this thing is over. But I think everyone else is pretty much going to be, like, on the cusp of making it, I think. We'll just have to wait and find out what the fuel mileage is like. .609 kind of getting into the back of the 22 right there. 22 a little bit slower coming out of the S's. The 609 can't capitalize on it though. 22 sticking it through the bus stop. .609 is hunting for a pass. He's got that inside going into the corner, so he should be able to walk this one right out. And he does, no mistakes. 609 is gonna get the pass. Dang it, man. Went to Walmart and that was a mistake. Hearing that song. Keep on seeing the memes. Ooh, Clark, did we have a little bit of an incident there, buddy? Let's go back and see. Ooh, that rear end just kind of stepping out on him. I kind of think this was what happened earlier, too. Yeah, horrible, horrible situation. Can't find a hole to get back onto the track, but good job for him, you know, taking his time, looking for a hole to get back onto the track. But man, Anthony Probst. Oh my goodness. He has a 17-second lead on second place. Alright, we're just going to put this into perspective. Okay, Anthony's just exited the bus stop. Second place is just now going around through the S's, about to hit the bus stop. And now Anthony Probst, they're just going to the bus stop. They still have turns 6 and 7. Anthony Probst already through turn 7, going into turn 8. So that just shows you how big of a gap he has over second place. This is definitely his race to win and his race to lose here. Only he can lose this race. Only he himself can make himself lose this race by any mistake. But definitely adding on to that lead here. Almost 20 seconds in front of second. Eric Hennig with some issues on the track going through the bus stop. Let's see what happens here. Getting a little bit too wide. But too wide on the exit. Yep, yep. Oh, and then just gets nailed. They just kissed each other. Touched bumpers, whatever you want to call it. Okay, someone needs to break the silence here. Too early for Christmas? No, it's not. Hey, Halloween's out of here. I know, and then what sucks is 3 days after Christmas, I turned 30 years old. I am already an old man. I guess this is the next league I'm going to. Ding! 10 laps to go here tonight at the Glen. We'll get the OGRL boys out here for the Thursday night thunder. You know what? Thanksgiving's kind of meaningless. I give thanks every time I eat. It's just an excuse to cook a lot of food and eat it for the next 5 days. That's the best thing. The best thing is Thanksgiving dinner 24 hours after you had it, and then 48 hours. And then down to like 4 days later when the apple pie is getting a little bit shriveled up, and you're like, oh, that's some good apple pie right there. And then I'll be taking my medicine for about a whole gallon of it. Now I have 3 people with the birthdays 28 to 31. What do you mean? Kinda got confused on that one. It's definitely a fun one. Oh, we have issues up. Oh, James Santoyo having issues on the bus stop. The bus stop and turn 1 have been the total killers here tonight. Let's see what happened. What did he miss it? Oh, he hit the grass on that turn. It's gonna get him a little loose. That tire hop. Oh, gonna spin that truck right around. Yeah, I remember having those bigger family celebrations, but there was still always some. I mean, growing up, going to my aunt and uncle's, my aunt and uncle would always cook a turkey with 6 legs because there was 6 kids. And it was a 6-legged turkey. So yeah, I guess Thanksgiving, but you know what? Like, what's Thanksgiving without the Christmas tree up? But yeah, December 28th, I'll be 30 years old. Getting old, getting old. Once I retire and sell BMRL, I'll come over here to OGRL. Because honestly, I'm not going away from iRacing. Sim racing, this is just absolutely fun. Even though it's taken over my life. No, I enjoy it, thoroughly enjoy it. I mean, everyone's got to have that hobby that you just don't mind dumping money into as long as you can still survive and support your family. That's the main thing, but it's a hobby that is a good hobby. Good old Stan Mayberry in the 48, and then we got Michael Dayone in the 23, 223, Dayone. Oh man. I'm not even gonna tell you what's up in my house. See, that's when you just gotta find something that your wife likes. Like my wife, she doesn't care if I spend, you know, $10, $20 a week on iRacing, as long as she can have a new book. Or if she can have a book to read. If she has a book that she hasn't read in her hands, she's perfectly fine with the iRacing habits. And the kids have clothes, they got food, we got milk, we got electric. Ooh, what happened today? Got me intrigued now. But man, 6 laps to go here. I don't know if I enjoyed that part about Watkins Glen because I feel like tonight's just going so well, no cautions, but the race is already almost over. But big problems there for the 609 and the 66. Chad Waller with heavy damage to that right front. He's going to take the tow. 609 Sean Williams, again involved in some sort of little issue going out of turn 1. Turn 1 definitely, like I've been saying on repeat, is one of the hardest turns. Along with that bus stop, which the 227 having issues in the bus stop. Eric Hennig, he's parked right there. He's gonna decide to go. Gonna have to slow down. Come to a complete stop, and now we can get back on track. Eric Hennig with another issue? Okay, that was that issue, okay. So his name popped up again. Yeah, the time, I have to say, works out for me perfectly because all I gotta be aware of is what the babies need. Their older brother and their uncle are playing with them. My wife's at work, and so nighttime is iRacing time. So just make her go out and work nights. Give her a book, make her work nights, while you just stay home and take it on iRacing. All right, Anthony Props out to a 25-second lead, 26-second lead. That thing is just increasing. We got ourselves a little battle going on up here between Bradley Lovins and Brandon Cowell for the second position. Santoyo a lap down, but he's going to find himself back up into the 6th position. So not too bad. Good job to James here. Going to take a top 10 finish after even dropping back to the 12th position, having issues, losing it on the bus stop. He's going to go back to the bus stop, taking a little bit high again, but he's not going to lose it this time. He's going to get right through it. Let's see. So Anthony Props, last lap was a 114. Bradley Lovins with the 115. Anthony Props has the best time with a 113. And then everyone else is doing like a 115, 117, 118, 114. So not too bad here. But Props definitely knows his road course racing. He knows his stuff. But yeah, I saw earlier, Cameron, you said that you missed the race, but at least you get to sit here, we get to watch it. Get to watch it together, interact. But who do you want to win this race here tonight? Who is your pick for the win? I mean, obviously Anthony Prop's probably gonna take the dub here, but you know, who would you like to see? Yeah, about average of 116. Ooh, James losing it there. Oh, you were around a 116. Yeah, so that's right there. 11th place of Stan Mayberry just did a 117. Rick Modric did a 116. And Michael Dione did a 116. And Michael is up there in the 9th position. You hear those gears shift as they enter the turns. Turn 7, gonna come up a little high. Back down into turn 8. We've got 2 laps to go though. So Anthony Probst sitting good. It looks like only the top 4 trucks are on the lead lap. Does Anthony Probst have enough gas? I see Cowell and Lovings are on pit road, or they did pit at least. So going to be interesting. Everyone else had to pit a second time, but Anthony, can he make it? Loving's down. He's back about 4 seconds behind Brandon Cowell, so there's that gap. That's all he needs to pick here. The final lap waves here for Anthony Probst. Is he going to be able to lap the whole field? We just saw Cowell and Lovings entering the bus stop. Now here's Anthony Probst entering the bus stop. I don't think he's not going to lap them unless they have issues. Yeah, because they're going around turn 7 into turn 8. Loving's still back behind. You can see his number there on the track map, the 29 and the 85 coming across the start-finish line. But that's not the biggest story. The biggest story is how Anthony Probst is going to just pretty much walk away with the not just the 57-second lead, but leading almost, I think he led every lap of tonight's race. Anthony Probst is going to be in victory lane again tonight. Where's that battle for second? We got a lap truck in front of him. He's gonna get past that lap truck. Here comes Brad. Brandon's got to make a mistake if Brad wants that second position. Yeah, Bolton turned about 1 or 2. I think he turned 1 lap and then parked it. Not gonna have enough. Brandon Cowell gonna bring home the second position. Bradley Lovings in third. Here comes Nicholas Ketchum around turn 8. The 68 of Nicholas Ketchum gonna be in that 4th position. Or Matcham, I mean. That's weird. Everyone is kind of slowing down. Everyone kind of just left, like... Huh. It seems like people aren't gonna go ahead and take the The checkered flag. Has everyone already had the chance? I mean, he had a 58-second lead. But everybody seems to be gone. So, let's take a look at your top 3 here. Only a few trucks still on the track. Not sure what's going on in that. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Okay. Let's... Maybe I shouldn't have went back there to look at them. Alright, but there are your results here. Anthony Prop's going to take home the victory royale. Brandon Cowell in second, Bradley Lovings in third, Nicholas Matcham in fourth, and James Santoyo going to round out that top 5 position. Get a drink there for a minute. I've been talking too much. Alright. We're gonna have to step away from all of that for right now. But let's see, can we... looks like we can get Brad. Brad, our 3rd place finisher. Let's bring him down here. What's up, Mr. Brad Lovins? It's Chris up here in the booth. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I sure can. Congratulations, bringing it home 3rd. Had some guys in the chat rooting for you to get back to 2nd, and so we were watching that, pretty closely. You think if there was one more lap, could you have gotten it?
I don't think so, man. I think I had a slow pit stop. Brandon pulled the undercut on me. I think maybe a couple more laps, maybe, but definitely not one more lap. He had, I'd say, probably 2 seconds on me.
Yeah, and looking at your lap times, your lap times were like so similar. You both did the best time. Like you both did a 1:14 as your best time, and then the last was a 1:16. So definitely kind of the same lap times. Oh man, but a pretty fun, exciting race, I have to say. Did you have any points in the race where you lost control or anything? Any turns give you issues?
Turn 1 was always a big issue for me. Just trying to get a nice exit off of turn 1 was always a struggle. These trucks are hard to handle. Trying to be a little easy, but it's hard when you're trying to push.
Right, right. Have to say, I mean, it's kind of, it's cool to race without any cautions, but to see it be over so soon was just a little bit, I guess, heartbreaking if you want to call it, but definitely a fun one to watch here. I mean, so many guys having issues with turn 1, the S's, and then of course that bus stop.
So for me, I found a little bit more pace on the S's. I was upshifting a little earlier than everyone else in the 4th. So it's giving me a little bit more traction, a little bit more throttle control. I could see myself pulling away from everyone. I think that's something a lot of people was missing.
Right, and like before this race started, I was kind of going over that, yeah, throttle control, knowing when your brake zones are, where they are, and when you should be dropping those gears and then when you should be picking those gears back up so you don't spin out the car. Kind of walk us through like what's the S's like when it comes to brake zone, acceleration, and gear shifting.
Yeah, so I mean, I come out of turn one and second. I wait till the car gets straight, then I go, 80 to full throttle, and I upshift to third. And I kind of play the third gear a little bit with the throttle until I get around the first turn, and then right in between the second and third turn, I upshift to fourth. I give it full throttle, being a little bit down in RPMs, it gives me a little bit more stability, and I can carry that speed right down the straight.
Nice. Yeah, it's definitely, it's nothing compared to Sonoma. Sonoma's definitely, I think, one of the best road courses out there. But the Glen, I mean, it's a pretty fun track. But anyway, anybody on the truck, anybody watching the race, that you wanted to say thanks to?
Yeah, man. Don't really know who to say thanks to. I got Bulk Resupply as my sponsor. I think today I went without a tire change. I don't know if that helped me at all. Most of my tires are about 80%. My left rear was 75 at the end. So I think not changing tires and just getting fuel was what put me ahead.
Nice, nice. Well, congratulations, bringing it home third. Um, Looking forward to next week's race, and look forward to hearing from you again.
Oh, for sure, man. I'm looking forward to Saturday. We'll see what goes on. I think Lime Rock's going to be a little tricky with the multi-class. I mean, it's a really small track. It's going to be hard to handle fast cars and slow cars. So we'll see how that handles. I finished, I think, fourth on the last GT4 race. So we'll see what happens this Saturday.
All right, man. Well, congratulations and good luck.
Appreciate it, man. Can't wait to watch the broadcast.
For sure, for sure. Thank you. Alrighty, that was Bradley Lovins coming home in the third position. And it looks like next we got our race winner, Anthony Probst. I can't bring him. Anthony, if you're watching, I can't drag you from there. Let's go, yes. Alright, Anthony. It's Chris up here in the booth. You got me, bud?
Yeah, Chris, I got you.
Well, congratulations. Pretty much, not even really walking away with the win, but like doing the moonwalk away with the win. I mean, you were almost a minute ahead of second place. Just walk us through. I mean, is this just like a really good track for you? You really holding some good speeds? Um, yeah, like.
Yeah. Well, I would say Watkins Glen is probably one of my better tracks, even in the GT4s and other types of cars. I just have a lot of laps here. I was really I got my butt kicked the other night in the GT4 race. I think Avery is Avery Miller, I think is his name. Like he's a heck of a driver. I really got my butt kicked the other night, so I was a little bit more motivated, I guess. I definitely put more time in to practice and get ready for this one. And the pit strategy, I think, kind of inflated that margin of victory number quite a bit. I was saving right from the get go. I knew it was going to be really close, judging by the fuel numbers, and I saved a lap and a half there at the end of that first run, and saved just a little bit kind of throughout the run that second time. Didn't have to slow down quite as much, and I think some other people maybe had to pit twice, so it kind of inflated that win margin. But there were some guys who were really, really fast tonight. I think James definitely has a win coming. He's shown a lot of speed, all the different kinds of tracks. So yeah, it's gonna be tough for me to keep winning these things without putting in a ton of time.
Right. I mean, it's all about, repetition and keeping the car straight, keeping, knowing where your brake zones are here, knowing when to throttle up, knowing the shift, and just not making a mistake. And you definitely proved that you can go a whole race here and not make a single mistake. So congratulations on that part.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
Anybody on the truck? Anybody watching at home? Anyone you want to say thank you to?
Of course, gotta say thanks again to my fam for supporting me. I know it's been, I've had some success here, but it's been kind of tough on the official side of things. Uh, trying to continue to do good, or feel like I'm doing as good as I can. And my teammates, Rob, Andrew. I think Rob actually had another top 10 tonight. He's having a really good year in the points. So I'm happy for him and all the improvement he's shown. Andrew has good speed. He's just got to put that race together and get the finish he probably deserves. And then just everybody here at OGRL, you, Chris, for broadcasting us, all the admins, for all that they do for the league over on TikTok and Facebook. It seems like everywhere I turn, I've got OGRL something to look at. They were doing a heck of a job promoting the league and putting on a good show. I mean, we have good car counts and everybody's really respectful, and the racing's usually really good. So can't thank them enough, and of course, for putting up with me and all my anxiety-ridden stuff. So yeah, I really appreciate them putting on the league and giving us a place to race.
Nice, nice. Well, congratulations, and maybe we'll see you for a third time in a row next week.
Yeah, we can only hope so, right? I'm just
Right.
hopefully just have another good run. Keep solid, top 5s, top 10s. We'll have a good season.
Alrighty, man. Well, once again, congratulations, and we'll catch you here again next Thursday.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you.
Alrighty, man. Thank you. All right. Well, there was your first place finisher, Mr. Anthony Probst. Oh, it looks like about a wrap for here. A wrap here tonight at the Watkins Glen. But yeah, pretty nice, eventful race. A lot of burnouts going on throughout the race. A lot of missed turns. A lot of upshifting slides. Just all around great race here tonight at the OGRL Thursday Thunder Truck Series. We'll be right back here again next Thursday for another race right here on BMRL Network. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you again here next week. My name is Chris, and I'm signing off. Everybody have a good night.